I'm good. I beat Polly. I left with his belt and his girl.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I took off with the intention of sucker punching.
Fight fans, welcome back. Trash talk in boxing has become as commonplace as a stiff jab.
I got the fastest feet in the game, Max. I should be on Dancing with the Stars.
Nothing marketable about him. He's not creative. He's not intelligent.
However, when you combine in-ring flair, two sharp tongues, and a few verbal low blows, you can expect fireworks.
He's never been knocked out. I'ma knock him out.
Hey, all the bums you fought can't prepare you for real fighting. Shut up! I'm talking. Shut up!
Here we look back at a showdown that etched its place into boxing folklore for a variety of different reasons.
After Floyd Mayweather's done, Adrian Broner will take over boxing. AB.
Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
How do you come up with trash talk? Just natural?
Yeah, just whatever comes to my mind.
Google? He Googles
Google trashtalk.com.
All week, 2013 is shaping up to be a banner year for the sport of boxing. I thought the sweet science was dying, Brian. No.
Opening 2013, the stacked 140-pound division was thriving.
Either you box him very well, like Al says, or if you can make him gun-shy, if you can make him not believe in himself a little bit, then maybe, you'll have some success.
Lamont Peterson and Matisse were set.
You're one of the best. You are getting two of the very best at 140 pounds.
And Danny Garcia took on Zab Judah at the top of the food chain.
That's all I'm tell y'all right now. He going to sleep. It's not a game. Welcome to Brooklyn.
Body shots by Garcia, man. Each feeling all of it.
Great exchange, and down goes Judah.
At welter, Manny had suffered back-to-back losses, and Floyd, now firmly into his money era, was clearing out, beating Miguel Cotto by a landslide at the MGM.
Just watch the genius of this kid. This is unartful. Again, the uppercut. And that corner breaks his
Floyd was also now ready to begin his All Access series, features that shone a spotlight onto his personality, training, and lifestyle.
I don't record nothing fake. It gotta be all real, baby.
Beginning with Robert Guerrero in the summer.
Because I know Floyd's gonna bring a big ring, and he's gonna run like a chicken with no head.
You guys like that? Like this guy, woman beater? He must have learned that from his dad.
Your old ass. Get out.
These showcases, without a doubt, helped influence boxing's next generation of stars.
Not just in boxing, but in sports. It's obvious I'm doing something right.
However, alongside them came a new wave of trash talking, antics, and pretenders to the throne.
These young boys at the dollhouse, they don't have no respect for nobody. I just want to show the world more of my team, more of my fighters.
I mean, who are you? Who are you? I don't know you. Watch me train. Bro. I ain't mad. I ain't got no respect for nobody. Look, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I ain't got respect for nobody.
Money May all day. He's like family to me.
This is how basically the creation of Adrian Broner happened, in my opinion. They got everybody that's wrong with boxing together in one room, did everything that's wrong with boxing in that room, and gave birth to Adrian Broner.
I'm back in the ring today. Easy work, man. Can't nobody hit me. And I talk a lot of man.
Just like any other sport, it lays a huge weight on the shoulders of any athlete being labeled as the next big thing.
His personality is going to turn some people off, other people on. He's really not a bad kid. You talk to him.
But with his clinical displays and garish sound bites,
Are you looking to fight on Floyd Mayweather's undercard or headline your next one?
Ha 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 ha. You would like to know.
Adrian the Problem Broner seemed to bear the load with relative ease.
Just like when he was coming up and just like how Floyd do, we just make these big guys look trash, man. It happens when you put a good fighter in with an elite fighter.
It's surprising to you guys because you don't see the hard work. Just like me. When I come out and I beat guys
world champions, former world champions, and I make them look like nothing. You just look past it and you're like, I'm supposed to do that. No, I put in hard work. Floyd put in hard work, and we deserve everything that we got.
He's 21 years of age, and he's a talented fighter. Broner has a personality that can light up the screen. He says, I'm ready to take on the spotlight. The buzz surrounds me. He's created some buzz here in his hometown of Cincinnati tonight. Now can he finish out the show in big-time fashion?
In 2011, the tremors got louder as AB hit the HBO main stage on the Canelo Hatton and Canelo Rhodes undercards.
Mouthpiece out, good uppercut, Littell's down, and it's over. We gotta stay the route. There ain't no backing down.
The ring walks, the hair combing, and a tasty mix of defense and offense.
Body shots there, but the Rodriguez takes a right to the body. Puts down Rodriguez.
Despite a few moments of weakness, Broner looked to have Floyd's blueprint mastered.
What's next for Adrian Broner? What's the next big fight for you, the fight that you want?
Sky's the limit. You know, we have to go back, sit down, go to the drawing board with the management and promotion, and we'll see then.
Okay, brother, let me ask you a question. Who do you know that beat Adrian Broner standing right in front of him? It's impossible. Pressure, turn into diamonds with pressure. Will be confronted my pressure.
Any criticism at this point was amplified by weight issues and extracurricular activities.
See, like Big Bro say, man, you know, a lot of people think that I copy off of him. I don't copy shit from no man. I'm my own man, but I steal.
He has a lot to learn. As far as, you know, I think he should spend less time on social media.
We only gonna be up here for 2 days. We're gonna take this and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Less time trying to be a hip-hop artist.
I took a friend out, then I took a home for a sneak peek. I'm a college reject, so I copped the V-Tech.
And focus more on his craft.
It's okay. That's it, baby. I work hard.
By now, the hype seemed very real.
Is that the plan, to be the next Money Mayweather?
No, I'm going to be the first and the one only, Adrian Broner.
So real, in fact, that Broner entered his 26th contest against Gavin Rees as a staggering 80-1 favorite.
When Adrian Broner steps in the ring this weekend against Gavin Rees, the questions won't be surrounding whether or not he'll win, because most agree that he will, but about what lies ahead for him down the road.
He should be happy to be in the ring with a future Hall of Famer. We're going to see how long he can stand his ass whooping.
Here down is going to be considered low. Anything from here down is going to be considered low. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, let's get this thing on.
The odds on this fight make Tyson Douglas look like an expected squeaker. Left hook lands upstairs for Reese, and that gets a big rise from the crowd.
As normal, though, Broner flexed, rolled, and capitalized, taking another impressive win.
Broner is getting into the target practice area. Right uppercut scores Gavin Rees.
Adrian himself saying that he's the one to take over from Floyd, #1 in the era. That's what he's saying. What do you think? What's your personal opinion of him?
He's the real deal as a fighter, I really do. I mean, you know, it's one thing watching someone on TV, but when you're up close, you know, I was feet away from him at some time. I was so impressed with his ability, his movement, his power, his accuracy. And Gavin said today, you know, he can't believe how hard he punched Broner.
The best fighters in the world, they want to see those kind of fights. What's next?
Man, come on, man. Everybody know I'm still the can, man. Anybody still can get it. Max, you can get it. Anybody can get it, man. You know.
There's sort of maybe a little bit of a question mark, but is he, in your opinion, the real deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, forget about the personality. Let's say he was a really boring guy.
Yeah.
You can't do that unless you are a next level talent. He is a next level talent.
Let's make it right now. I'm asking you, I FaceTime too.
Anybody could get it. But who really wanted it?
After my next fight, I'll only fight on pay-per-view. Listen, if chips in the conversation is in my bank account on my wallet, I ain't never had a chip on my shoulder. No time for mistakes.
Fans were calling for an opponent that would finally give Broner a taste of his own medicine, either verbally, physically, or both.
If boxing was a mainstream sport, a lot of you guys would not have a job because real media guys would be covering it, okay? A lot of you guys gotta be thankful that this is a secondary sport in the country. It's popular, but it's a secondary sport. So do your job right.
And so, what better dance partner than a slick, game Brooklynite with a sharp Italian-American tongue and a big home following?
Slick, flashy, cocky, but untested.
Oh, I get a rematch, man. This is boxing. Boxing is full of shit, man. I used to love it.
Assuming.
You guys kind of know I have like kind of split personalities anyway, sometimes kind of psychotic, but
He didn't come to beat you. You haven't fought one opponent that came to win the fight. You fought guys.
All right, Paulie, come on. Relax, relax.
Familiar with the big stage, Paulie was riding one of boxing's most well-documented roller coasters.
Just kind of taught him a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
The hand speech is too much right now.
Let out the beast. Endo got tagged and goes down.
He was sanctioning body's function.
Taunting his opponent, dropping his left hand the way he does. He wants his opponent to punch.
Yeah, Paulie's got to get busy as well.
Paulie's actually look over here talking to us.
Despite a 20-fight unbeaten streak of his own, he suffered his first loss to Miguel Cotto back in 2006 before a short stint as IBF champion.
You know, Malnagi's feeling it. He knows he's the champion. He's acting like a champion. He's finishing this fight like a champion, too.
For the new IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, Paulie the Magic Man.
I was glad that I was able to show everybody that I wasn't finished after the Cotto fight like he finished a lot of other opponents. A lot of guys get in the ring with Cotto and they're never the same again. I was determined to show everybody that it wasn't the case with me.
Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room.
A few more losses at boxing's top table would come to Ricky Hatton in 2008, Juan Diaz a year later,
Right hand over the top from Diaz.
and Amir Khan in the summer of 2010.
Solid. Right, the idea that Malnagi had some moments, and this goes for many.
As somewhat of a bad omen, Broner would feature on 2 of these 3 undercards, eyeing up the cracks in Paulie's armor. Whilst Paulie's weight struggles took some blame for his dip in performance, he still had plenty to offer. Golden Boy signed him a few months later, and he would beat Sinchenko for the WBA strap over in Ukraine.
So maybe the dream is starting to play itself out for the Magic Man to win this title and come back to Brooklyn to defend it.
This thing in those eyes. That's almost Antonio Margarito-esque. Is that it?
Redemption loomed, and what better way to make a statement than to target boxing's hottest prospect? The Can Man versus the Magic Man.
Go. Let out the beast.
Yeah. Ain't no baby Ford. I made big. Easy money. Easy money. I'm gonna f*** you up.
It is easy money. It is easy money.
What you got? What you got underneath? What you got underneath? You trying to see what's under my shirt? Yeah. I'm gonna knock you the f*** out, man. Hey, I'm gonna knock you the f*** out, man. I'm gonna knock you out, man. Right through you. I'm gonna knock you the f*** out. Paulie, I'm gonna knock you out.
Just remember, homie, all the bums you fought can't prepare you for real fighters. Wherever he's at.
Don't hide behind cameras and be tough. When he see me, he ain't want to say nothing to me.
Counting down to a big Saturday night clash at the Barclays Center between 2 of the cockiest men in the sport.
Taking a spotlight from Broner. People look at him as the future, but watch. By the end of the night, everyone's going to be talking about Paulie Malignaggi. So I was kind of worried throughout the promotion, but I want to match the trash talk that Broner's doing because I feel like I could, and I felt like I did anyway, but I felt like, he was a good trash talker. So
I'd say you were pound for pound one of the best in that.
Yeah, but it was a good trash talker, so I didn't want to be limited.
They're still waiting for you to sign. Have you signed already? Is this fight going forward?
You know, as everybody else know, man. That's who I'm fighting. That's my opponent. That's who I'm gonna fuck up.
Same question marks come up about Adrian that have come up about him in the pros and the rare times that he fought somebody that knew how to fight him back. And that's that he's a sissy, that he's a punk, that he stops throwing punches when he starts getting hit. He doesn't react very well. He doesn't dig down and actually maintain a game plan. He just holds up.
That fight is going to be talked about. I believe it's like one of the candidates for Fight of the Year.
You think so?
I think so.
Alright.
Because it's too much trash talking to not back it up from either guy.
Welterweight title fight between the champion and hometown hero Paulie Malignaggi and the challenger Adrian Broner. These two fighters have taken trash talk to an entirely different level.
I wasn't going to say much, but I got here and I chose to think different. I'm gonna give you a hell of a lot. He only been beat by 3 guys, and those 3 guys was world champion. This fourth loss will be by another world champion. So at the end of the day, he's still going to be a world-class fighter. He's just getting his ass whipped by champions.
There's nothing marketable about him. He's not creative. He's not intelligent. He don't give you a quote. He comes up here and says, what is he going to say next? That's because it's so corny. That's what we're going to say next. It's on the floor like a floor tile? What the f*** does that even mean?
You excited about this fight now? It's on? It's on the floor like a floor tile, man. I ain't worrying about nothing, man. And guess what? My check's bigger than his.
What does that mean? What is this guy saying half the time? I don't even know what he's saying.
I take him serious, but he's a clown. He's gonna come in with a lot of colors, with big feet and colored hair, and I'm gonna punch his nose red to fill out the outfit.
No,
you heard me?
No, I didn't
get your ass stopped. You get beat.
I know, buddy. Now you're fighting a real fighter. You know what happens when you fight real fighters? They punch you back. They punch you back, and you know what happens when you get punched back? You act like a sissy. I seen it. And when he's coming back to the corner crying and he wants to quit and he don't want to come out for another round, and you gotta push him out there. Let me know how that feels.
So once you start running, the shorts start falling off, and his dude starts sweating down, and the colors start draining down his face, mixing in with the blood, making yellow and green colors.
The clash of characters made for comedy gold in a build-up that checked itself into boxing folklore for a variety of different reasons.
We look over there and we see Paulie Malignaggi leaving the building. Did a quick interview with Showtime and he left in a huff. He wasn't pleased with how it went. Exactly why, we don't know. There was some hubbub when an ex-girlfriend or someone he dated showed up.
Paulie, you spoke about being a better looking guy than Adrian Broner, but he stole your girlfriend Jessica.
No, but he didn't. That's the thing, dude. That was... Man, I gotta watch how I word this here, man, because I don't want to get in no trouble.
Jess, as he used to call her, his ex-girlfriend, she is my sweetheart right now. Jessica? Hi. I got you. I'm at the press conference with the guy that hit you. Don't worry about nothing. I'm gonna take care of it, okay?
I dated Paulie for like 6.5, 7 months. Then he got a little physical, and I stopped talking to him. It's a little crazy. I think Paulie's crazy. I'm just here to support Adrian, and that's what I'm doing.
It's girls that are closer to you, and then there's something us guys call weekend pussy. All right, Jessica was weekend pussy.
I wasn't even living in New York. I was living in LA, first of all. So the chick wasn't my girl. She was just a chick I would mess with.
I was fucking this girl all week.
It's embarrassing that you entertain a moron like this. This girl belongs nowhere near a TV camera. She wasn't made for stardom. That's all she wants to do. She didn't care about none of this other stuff.
They broke up. Probably wasn't hitting it off hard enough. And now she's with a heavy hitter.
Shut up! I'm talking, shut up!
A 10-year age gap and an additional 10 fights to his resume saw Paulie entered as the bigger, longer, and more experienced fighter. But his 32-4 record, with only 7 knockouts, was far inferior to AB's 26-0 with 22 shutouts.
You know, Adrian Broner, he's a guy who wants to make history. He really does, and he means it.
After this, you're not going to be relevant in boxing unless it's with a microphone. And I'm dead serious. I will leave Saturday night a 3-time world champion at the age of 23.
Going up 2 classes is unheard of. And against a guy, a boxer who can really move, this guy, Paulie, is motivated. It should be a good fight.
Despite the cheap shots, taunts, and dirty tactics, neither fighter was overwhelmed by the occasion.
Live from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, it's showtime!
And so, carrying that same animosity all the way from the dressing room to the ring, the antics resumed.
Obey my commands at all times. Touch him up, the best man wins.
So much for any cordial tapping of the glove. Answered one question right there. Lead right hand.
Get a lot on to do. He sees it. Broner put up the knee, tried to kick him. I thought Broner was doing that before with his punches. That's going to get nasty. Now it's going to get nasty.
As expected, Broner was the aggressor.
One of the elite fighters in the game is the throws of the left hand and the drive Paulie back. You don't need to be doing that thing. It takes away from you.
Walking Paulie down with low hands, talking to him. The New Yorker worked tirelessly to claim his own position in the ring.
He cuts off the ring very well. For a guy who doesn't throw punches, he actually makes you feel more heat than he's actually bringing. It's almost like an illusion.
Not being able to hurt him. Tony Malignaggi has been fighting on his bicycle, moving the entire time.
Paulie talking to Floyd? He is. He's talking to Floyd Mayweather while he's fighting against Broner.
He would just say these things, but in my mind, I remember thinking, dude, it's fine with me, bro, because if you're not getting off, I'm going to win this round.
Bursts of brilliance, making the rounds tough to score. But Broner was definitely landing the more clinical and telling shots.
Broner shaking and baking.
Hands behind his back.
He's throwing a lot of shots, but it's not about how many shots you throw, it's about how many shots you land. And I was landing the more effective shots and the bigger shots.
Ultimately, the pair ground the full 12. To await a narrow split decision announcement.
And the new welterweight champion of the world.
But where bad blood is usually purged by the final bell, this was certainly not the case.
I'm good. I beat Paulie. I left with his belt and his girl.
He starts going on the tangent that he went on. I'm not going to lie, bro. I took off with the intention of sucker punching.
Title.
Paulie, come on in.
Pussy, dog. Don't stop. Hey, I'm just saying, you lost.
I know, I lost. But don't. Now I got this mic in my face, and I'm like, what do I do? What do I say, you know? And so I was
refocus that energy.
I was like, you know, and whatever came out, came out. Yeah.
Don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece, though. That's my side piece. You don't get laid.
I ran over there to hit him, and then by the time I got there, my cooler had prevailed. I would have lost the Showtime job for good.
And everybody talks about how good Adrian Broner is, but I don't think he would have beat a 25-year-old Tony Malignaggi. You know, now with the legs. Now with the legs. Yo, stop staring at my family back there with the red side, bro. I'll come over there and beat the shit out of you. All right? Relax, okay? Let me get off this shit.
Midwest. This ain't the Midwest, kid. Come outside. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you myself. Whenever you're ready. Holy, me and you. Get the out here.
Hey, what was you saying to him while you was hitting him in his face?
You can't hit me. I hit Jessica, and I'm hitting you.
Broner was doing his best to adopt Floyd's fighting artistry, but with a post-fight interview as famous as any other in recent boxing history, it was playing the role of the villain that came more naturally.
And Marcos Maidana is the mandatory. That's who you will fight.
Man, Madonna can get it next. It really don't matter. If that's who they're trying to put in front of me, then I'll Madonna up. My big brother got his own legacy and I got mine. His window is closing and mine will stay open for a long time.
There's a nice 1-2 combination.
Paulie went on to dominate Zab Judah in the Battle of Brooklyn before year out.
What more could you ask for from Paulie Malignaggi tonight?
Magic Man
Tonight making the first defense of his welterweight championship.
Whereas AB was finally given a satisfying dose of humble pie, when he met dangerous Argentinian slugger Marcos Maidana.
Sticks another right hand. Broner goes down for the first time in his career.
He's hurt back,
and he's hurt. Back to the dressing room, losing for the first time.
It's crazy, you know how people are. You know, when you're at the top, everybody want to ride the wave, be on your side. But as soon as you take a loss, everybody want to talk bad about you. You know, it comes with the territory. You know.
Unfortunately, from here, both men's best days seemed to be behind them. The loss saw the Cincinnati slickster become increasingly more gun-shy.
Back comes Vargas. Look at Jesse Vargas.
And the Magic Man never quite hit that scintillating high. Paulie hung them up in 2017 prior to a short stretch in the bare-knuckle boxing scene, whilst Broner continues to polarize the fans, snub the critics, and take aim at the sport's biggest stars.
Hey, I can talk about it now because me and Paulie, we like best friends now. That's my boy. That was a fun. That fight was fun though.